Now, if you are in the market hunting for a 3-bedder freehold core central region project, the owners have also download right here in the Robertson Quay area that has a huge margin of safety. Now, the common bedroom is decently sized and very functional. For example, and yet only a 5 to 10 minutes walk to the Singapore River, then you're going to absolutely love this video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Inspira. Now, welcome everyone to the Inspira. Now, for today's home tour, we're going to do things slightly differently. Now, in addition to today's home tour, we're going to share some macro market movements to see how, as investors, we can position ourselves better moving forward into the future. But before we get into the home tour, let us chat a little bit about the project facts for the Inspira. The Inspira is a freehold mid-sized project with 120 units located in the District 9 area. We are located along Narayanan Chati Road, directly next to the AIG building. And if you were to walk along Muhammad Sultan Road and onto Cassin Street, you will reach the Singapore River in a couple of minutes. Now, for this living room area, the first thing you realize is these 6 full panels of glass which separates the balcony and the living room. These 6 panels of glass allow so much natural light to flow into the entire house. The owners have fit in a 2-seater kind of sofa with a comfortable setback distance from their television. Now, right over here, you can consider mounting up your TV. A 50 or 55 inch would be absolutely great. Now, from some angles, if you actually look at it, these slabs of marble tiles appear very homogeneous, and these are the high grade of marble tiles, extremely durable. There is also more cabinetry spaces within the living room, extremely deep. Plenty of shelvings has been done up as well for you to keep all your shoes or any other kinds of storage items. Now let's check out the balcony. Now, stepping into the balcony area, you will realize that this is a very sizable balcony. Now, originally on the floor plan, this was actually demarcated as a planter box area. Owners have actually used a very long strips of timber decking to actually deck this entire thing up, to actually level up the entire balcony. Now, this is also southwest facing, but a majority of the west sun is actually blocked by these 2 stacks of buildings right here. But if you are concerned about afternoon sun, then you can also easily install blinds or zip tracks right here that indirectly increases your inbuilt livable space. Now, you want to understand that in today's market, where are most investors channeling their funds into? Now, as brokers on the ground, what we've seen is that a lot of investors are actually capitalizing on this market upwave to actually exit from their 1-bedders and then channeling the funds to 3 or 4-bedders. And here are 4 reasons why investors are working this way. Now, firstly, according to a research done by CBRE, contrary to our declining birth rate, the average family size is still at about 4 packs. And therefore, at least 3 bedrooms are needed so that 2 kids can have their own rooms. Secondly, the greater acceptance of work from home culture, and therefore more space is needed within the house. Thirdly, with the landed price index at an all-time high, and a lot of these landed properties are accelerating out of reach from many of these investors, and therefore a lot of these investors are falling back to the next asset classes, which are actually penthouses, cluster houses, or even 3 to 4 bedroom condominiums. Now, and lastly, 3 to 4 bedders, they have a larger floor plate size, so a minute change in the PSF will lead to a higher shift in the overall quantum, helping you generate more profits. So overall, due to a combination of all these aforementioned factors, we feel that it's prime time to position yourself as a 3 or 4 bedder moving forward into the future. So right now, what the owners have done is that they have fit in a 2-seater dining table right here, and this 2-seater dining table can also be moved outside to your balcony. It can fit in a 4-seater or even a 6-seater dining table right over here because there is so much more space. And what's great about the dining area is that all these aircon units have already been concealed up and regular servicing has been done. Now, stepping into the kitchen area, we love how this kitchen has absolutely everything. You have this inbuilt Bosch microwave as well as oven. Absolutely good condition, European brands. You have an induction cooking system, while a gas cooking system. Bosch hood and hob has also been done up, absolutely great. Plenty of cabinetry spaces right over here. So this kitchen is absolutely great because it's a closed kitchen concept, and you have this glass feature right here for you to look after your kids while you are cooking. Now, this yard area is where the owners have actually kept their washer as well as their dryer, and you also have one helper's room right here as well as a WC. Now that we check out the kitchen as well as the yard area, now the next question and the next macro observation will be which region should we put our money in? Now, this graph shows the property price index of the 3 different regions, the CCR, RCR as well as the OCR. Now, since 2008, the CCR growth rate is the lowest among the 3, and now this is also because of the decentralization whereby a lot of investors are becoming more accepting towards the RCR as well as OCR regions. But another point of view is that since the RCR and OCR has been accelerating at such a rapid rate, now the CCR presents itself with potential for more growth. We also did a comparison between resale versus new launch in the core central region. And one thing you notice in this graph is that during 2017, the difference between new launch and resale was still minute at about $300 PSF. But after 2018, the gap started to widen, and now the mean difference between new launch and resale are at least 1000 PSF. However, as compared to the RCR and OCR, a lot of the PSF margins between the new launch and resale projects are actually diminishing. Therefore, we feel that buying into a resale project in the CCR presents itself as a huge opportunity due to this disparity between the new launch and resale, also known as a margin of safety. Therefore, as we already established earlier that 3 or 4 bedrooms are the asset class to go for, then if you were to put these two concepts together, 3 or 4 bedrooms in the resale market in the CCR would be the asset class to look at with the thickest margin of safety and the juiciest investment option. And also to my right, these are 2 common bedrooms, identical in size. The first common bedroom right here that the owners have actually turned into a study room. Now the first thing you realize in this common room will be the floor to ceiling kinds of window panels, allow so much natural light to flush in this room, beautifying the entire space. And I just love the built-in cabinetry that has already been done up and is kept in such a good condition. And now right here, the owners have fit in one electronic standing desk. Because these are sliding panels, this electronic desk can actually go up to so much bigger in size. You can potentially fit in a dual monitor setup as well as a CPU right here. You can also put up cabinetry spaces right opposite to that. So much more storage potential. Now if I'd like to convert this back into the bedroom, we have already done the 3D renderings for you. Now the common bathroom is decently sized. You have a large panel for you to dispel all the moisture. You also have a very decent sized sink that is actually supported by a floating cabinetry. Part of the toilet is also designed with mosaic tiles. We think that this toilet is absolutely beautiful and functional. Now before we head in and check out the master, let us do some pricing analysis to see how the Inspira fares up against the surrounding resale as well as new launch projects. Now for the resale projects surrounding the Inspira, we have Martin Modern, which is a leasehold project, PSF ranging from 2750 to 2830, size is about 883 to 1012 square feet with an overall quantum of 2.5 to 2.75 million. Next we have Aspen Heights, which is a freehold project, PSF ranging from 2349 to 2005, size is slightly larger, about 1324 to 1561, and an overall quantum of 3.1 to 3.88 million. Lastly, we have UE Square, another freehold project, PSF ranging from 2001 to 2002, size is at 1560 square feet. Currently this is the only 3-bedder configuration available, asking quantum ranging from 3.35 to 3.38 million. And we also want to see how does the Inspira perform against surrounding new launch projects. So we have Riviera Condo, a mid-floor unit there in a 99 years project, PSF of 2,700 at a size of 1,216 at an overall quantum of 3.2 million. We also have the Avenir, which is a freehold project at a PSF of $2,948 at a size of 1,141 square feet at an overall quantum of 3.364 million. And lastly, we have Irwell Hill. This is a high floor unit, also a 99 years project at a PSF of 2,589 at a size of 1,270 square feet at an overall quantum of 3.289 million. Do take note that for these new launch projects, these are already past transacted prices, which means that these are prices that have already been absorbed by the market. And what this means to the future purchaser of the Inspira is that they are buying in with thick margins of safety as well as huge potential for capital appreciation. Now stepping to the master, the first thing we realize, similar to all kinds of the other bedrooms within this unit, you can see the ceiling height is so much higher as compared to the other projects available in today's market. And we also love the floor to ceiling kinds of windows, which allows so much natural light to flush into the room. Right here, the owners have fit in a queen size bed over here. The owner has also fit in one big chest over here, and this could potentially be a space for your work desk if you decide to have a setup within your master bedroom. So for these bay windows over here, we have also done up 3D renderings to see if you like to better utilize the space. So for this queen size bed right here, you can also consider to put up to king size bed or even a European king size bed, because this is how much space that this room has. Now stepping onto the master ensuite, you will realize that the shower area has also been slightly lowered. So this, coupled along with the existing glass panels that have already been installed, helps to keep the rest of the toilet dry. Sanitary fittings are also in good condition. They are from ideal standard and they are very well maintained. Now to check out the master bedroom as well as the master ensuite, we want to touch on the financial analysis portion to see if you are an investor looking to buy this unit to rent out. So assume you are in your 35s, drawing a monthly salary of $6,000, you have about $800,000 in investable cash, and you're looking to different financial instruments, and you're looking for a more risk-averse one with controlled kind of returns and something with a cash-neutral kind of investment decision whereby you don't have to compromise on your quality of life by setting aside a portion of your monthly salary. Therefore, if you were to buy this property for investment at its asking price of $2.78 million and take up a $1.98 million bank loan at 1.5% interest rates across 30 years, our monthly mortgage will work out to be $6,833 per month. The monthly MCST fees for this project is $630, and this brings our total cash outflow to be $7,463. And since we are drawing a monthly salary of $6,000, our CPF OA contribution is $1,380, and this can pay off a portion of our mortgage. And units of this size and this layout within this project have already been tenanted out for $6,100 according to past transacted rents. And therefore, rental collected at $6,100 plus your CPF contribution at $1,380 will give you $7,480, and this will easily cover the cash outflow. So then you might ask me, since the cash inflow and cash outflow zeroizes, then you might ask me, hey Beng, what's in it for me? Well, since the monthly mortgage is broken down into your principal and interest, if you adopt this strategy, every month you are contributing $4,400 to your principal, and at the end of 3 years, you would have already built up more than $150,000 in overall equity without having to compromise on your quality of life. And now lastly, to conclude off this pointer is that at the peak of the rental market, it is super important to position yourself as a landlord, as an investor, in order to hedge against inflation. Now I'm going to touch on the facilities and amenities within and surrounding the Inspira. Now for schools within the 1 km radius, we have the prestigious River Valley Primary School, and within the 1 to 2 km radius, we have Alexandra Primary School, ACS Junior, Cantonment Primary School, St. Margaret's Primary School, as well as Zhangde Primary School. We have the nearby UE Shopping Mall, or you can consider heading over to Fair Price Orchard at Grand Court, and we have a Sheng Siong supermarket nearby to us. And lastly, for MRT, we are 10 to 15 minutes walk towards Fort Canning MRT, which is the downtown line, and you are able to take advantage of the future downtown line extension, which takes you to Tampines, Bukit Panjang, as well as Chinatown. And we are also 10 to 15 minutes towards the Great World MRT station, which is part of the Thomson East Coast line, taking you to Woodlands, Thomson, as well as Siglap. For facilities wise, we have a swimming pool, barbecue pit, as well as a gym. Now that's all for today, folks. Now if you are in the market hunting for a 3-bedroom freehold condominium right here in the core central region that has a thick margin of safety, yet only a 5 to 10 minutes walk to the Singapore River, then do feel free to give our listing managers a call. Their contact details can be found right below here. Thank you all so much for loving Propertylimbrothers channel. Do feel free to subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as our TikTok. My name is Beng Yew, Propertylimbrothers. Always happy to show you the place. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Out into your balcony, and you can fit in one nice 4-seater balcony. The owners have also download 什么？要download www.toilet.com